Hello everyone, my name is Stu Pedasso, and in this video we are going to talk about a guy named Eric Dubay and the Flat Earth movement and why it's completely misguided. I don't think people understand how bizarre this is. The internet age has brought about a resurgence of many fringe beliefs, and among the most baffling is the resurgence of Flat Earth theory. While the shape of our planet has been scientifically settled for centuries, individuals like Eric Dubay have gained notoriety for their fervent advocacy of a flat Earth. Dubay, a prominent figure in the modern flat Earth movement, has amassed a following through his videos, podcasts, and public appearances. He presents a collection of arguments that he claims debunk the spherical Earth or spinning ball model, often relying on misinterpretations of scientific concepts and selective presentation of evidence. Dubay's claims, however, do not hold up under scientific scrutiny. His arguments often stem from a misunderstanding of fundamental physics and a disregard for the overwhelming body of evidence supporting a spherical Earth. This video will delve into the reasons why Dubay's claims fall apart, exploring the scientific concepts he misrepresents, the lack of empirical support for his assertions, and the characteristics of science denial that his approach embodies. Furthermore, we will examine the broader implications of promoting unscientific views, such as the spread of misinformation, the erosion of trust in legitimate scientific institutions, and the potential for social division. By understanding the flaws in Dubay's arguments and the dangers of rejecting scientific consensus, we can better equip ourselves to navigate the complexities of the information age and advocate for a world grounded in evidence and reason. One of the most fundamental flaws in flat Earth models lies in their inability to account for the force of gravity. Gravity, as we understand it, is a force of attraction between any two objects with mass. The strength of this attraction depends on the mass of the objects and the distance between them. Crucially, gravity pulls towards the center of mass. In a spherical Earth, this means that no matter where you are on the surface, gravity pulls you towards the center of the sphere, keeping you firmly planted on the ground. This explains why objects fall straight down, regardless of your location on Earth. Flat Earthers, however, reject this understanding of gravity. Instead, they propose various alternative theories, often involving a constantly accelerating flat Earth or some other unexplained force pushing objects downward. These theories not only lack any scientific basis, but also fail to explain even the most basic observations about our world. If the Earth were accelerating upwards, as some flat earthers suggest, then objects of different masses would fall at different rates, something we do not observe. Moreover, a flat Earth model cannot explain the observed differences in gravitational pull at different locations on Earth. The strength of gravity is slightly weaker at the equator than at the poles due to the Earth's rotation and its slightly oblate shape. These variations are measurable and consistent with a spherical Earth model, but are inexplicable under a flat Earth framework. Another point of contention for flat earthers is the matter of Earth's curvature. They often argue that we should be able to see the curvature of the Earth with the naked eye, and the fact that we generally cannot is presented as evidence for a flat Earth. However, this argument betrays a fundamental misunderstanding of scale. While the Earth is indeed a sphere, it is also incredibly large. Its radius is roughly 3,959 miles, meaning that the curvature over relatively short distances is extremely subtle. To put this into perspective, imagine an ant walking on a very large curved surface. From the ant's perspective, the surface would appear flat even though it is curved. Similarly, our everyday experiences on Earth do not provide us with a readily apparent view of the curvature because we are observing it from a relatively small scale. There are, however, ways to observe the Earth's curvature. As you ascend to higher altitudes, the curvature becomes more apparent. This is why airplane passengers on transatlantic flights can sometimes see a slight curve to the horizon. Additionally, the fact that we can see different constellations depending on our location on Earth provides further evidence for a curved surface. Section 4. Experiments and Evidence. Where flat Earth claims fall flat. A cornerstone of the scientific method is the reliance on empirical evidence to support or refute hypotheses. Valid scientific claims should be testable and falsifiable, meaning there should be experiments or observations that could potentially prove them wrong. Flat Earth proponents, including Eric Dubay, often conduct their own experiments or cite existing data that they claim supports their view. However, these experiments are often flawed in their design, execution, or interpretation. For example, one common experiment involves using a spirit level on an airplane to prove that the plane is not constantly pitching downwards to compensate for the Earth's curvature. However, this experiment fails to account for the fact that airplanes maintain altitude using a combination of lift, thrust, and gravity, not by constantly adjusting their pitch. Furthermore, when presented with legitimate scientific evidence that contradicts their views, such as satellite imagery of a spherical Earth, flat earthers often resort to dismissing it as fabricated or manipulated. This rejection of evidence that contradicts their pre-existing beliefs is a hallmark of science denial and demonstrates a lack of commitment to objective analysis. Section 5. Selective science cherry-picking to fit a narrative. One of the most common tactics employed by science deniers, including those who subscribe to flat Earth theory, is cherry-picking data. This involves selectively choosing evidence that seems to support their claims while ignoring or dismissing evidence that contradicts them. Dubay, in his arguments, frequently engages in cherry-picking. He might, for instance, point to the fact that water finds its own level as evidence that the Earth is flat. However, he ignores the fact that large bodies of water, like the oceans, actually curve to conform to the Earth's shape. Similarly, he might highlight historical instances where scientists held incorrect beliefs, such as the geocentric model of the universe, to suggest that the current scientific consensus on the Earth's shape could also be wrong. This argument ignores the fact that science is a self-correcting process, and our understanding of the universe has evolved over time through rigorous observation, experimentation, and peer review. By selectively presenting evidence that supports their views and ignoring evidence that contradicts them, Dubay and other flat earthers create a distorted and misleading picture of the scientific landscape. Conspiracy theories often play a central role in flat Earth beliefs, serving as a convenient explanation for why the vast majority of the world accepts a spherical Earth model. Dubay and other flat earthers propose that governments, space agencies, and even scientists themselves are complicit in a grand conspiracy to conceal the truth about the Earth's shape. The reasons for this alleged conspiracy vary, ranging from a desire to control the population to financial motives related to space exploration funding. However, these conspiracy theories lack any credible evidence and rely on speculation, conjecture, and a profound distrust of authority figures. The sheer scale and complexity of the conspiracy alleged by flat earthers strain credulity. For such a conspiracy to be maintained, it would require the cooperation and secrecy of millions of individuals across countless organizations and governments worldwide. The logistics of maintaining such a massive and elaborate deception are simply implausible. Moreover, the conspiracy theories often contradict each other. For example, some flat earthers claim that NASA is faking space missions to perpetuate the spherical Earth lie, while others claim that NASA is part of a cover-up to hide the fact that the Earth is actually surrounded by a dome. These inconsistencies further undermine the credibility of these conspiracy theories. While the arguments and evidence put forth by flat earthers often fall apart under scrutiny, it's important to understand why these beliefs persist. The psychological appeal of flat earth theories cannot be overlooked. For many, these beliefs offer a sense of community and belonging, especially in an increasingly fragmented world. Additionally, the flat earth theory allows individuals to feel as though they possess special, hidden knowledge that sets them apart from the general population. This can be particularly appealing to those who feel marginalized or disenfranchised. The internet has played a significant role in the spread of flat earth beliefs, providing a platform for like-minded individuals to connect and reinforce each other's views. Echo chambers and confirmation bias further entrench these beliefs, as individuals are exposed primarily to information that supports their pre-existing views while dismissing or ignoring contradictory evidence. Understanding these psychological factors can help us address the root causes of why some people are drawn to such fringe theories and how to effectively communicate scientific truths. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. See you next time. Thanks again, and I love you all.